Alright, this is Soponic Ace Moon with your Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. Going with the new game, Path of the Damned. Critical path only for level scaling and only scale upwards. Because I want the story missions to be somewhat tough. I hit that start game on there. So I've been having some trouble with finding out what class I'm gonna pick. Can that get off there? Stop it. There we go. Alright. Path of the Damned. Critical path only. Gonna hit that start game and then go silent until character creation. God, I just have to pick a class and stay with it. Play the game a little bit. I don't know what I want to do. Can't decide. Alright, start game.
Eora. A world where mortals live, die, and are reborn through the turning of the wheel. The cycle of reincarnation watched over by the gods, and made possible through pillars of a mystical substance known as Audra. 5 years ago, you traveled from your home to the Dyrwood, a nation that had waged war against the incarnated god of light, Aethys, resulting in his destruction. The country suffered from a plague of Hollowborn, infants born without souls, that many believed was punishment for killing a god. In an ancient, secluded ruin, you witnessed a secret ritual that inadvertently transformed you into a Watcher. One who can see and speak with souls. The ritual also gave you horrible visions, waking nightmares of a past life that threatened your sanity. To put them to rest, you pursued the man who had led the ritual, a seemingly immortal agent of the gods, known as Theos Ix Arcanon. With divine assistance, you confronted and defeated Theos, ending your visions and resolving the Hollowborn crisis. In so doing, you also learned the great secret that Theos had protected. That the ancient empire of Anguith had transformed themselves into gods. Your visions finally put to rest, you retired to the castle of Cadnua, built atop a massive statue of pure Audra, where you ruled in relative peace and prosperity.
Made a nice story. You fixing up that old keep? Lifting the curse? Must have told it 100 times. But something got to gnawing at me. Thinking the spirits there weren't really at rest. That maybe the gods weren't finished with us. I used to dream that when my god came back, he would forgive us. Last the trouble with dreams. sooner or later, we all have to wake up.
And so you wake to a sleepless world, the in-between of life and death. Follow your memories. You have been here before.
You have seen past the shroud. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
A watcher sees souls, knows their pasts, and the souls see them back.
A dubious honor, inheriting a fortress both broken and cursed.
What is a god? A higher power? A rewarder of good deeds and punisher of the wicked?
The gods aren't real, but something else entirely. Something created by people.
And did you ever consider that these were things you were never meant to understand? That their comprehension is beyond you?
Let the world see. Let them decide what to do.
The wheel has turned again, Watcher. Come.
An aged dwarf shares this strange floating platform with you. His face is creased by so many wrinkles that his features lie buried amid shadowy pockets of skin. Still, the dwarf's well-practiced habits have left telltale tracks of a welcoming rictus across his visage. You can see his smile coming before it blooms, reshaping the dwarf's face from a hanging sack of flesh into something resembling an oddly carved, merry gourd, replete with unhealthy bumps and discolored splotches.
Sit, please. Thank you for joining us, Watcher of Cadnua.
The gaunt woman seated at the table is clad in time-worn black armor that seems too massive for her to move in. A pale, slender neck rises from the gorget, topped by a hollow face. The milky skin stretched across it is delicate and translucent, like parchment that has been scraped clean too many times. She is preoccupied with the arrangement of cards on the table between you. With each movement, her armor squeaks and groans as though bearing an incredible weight. She places a final card, gives a nod of satisfaction, and raises her eyes to meet yours.
Your brush with the divine has drained you of your powers, fractured your memories. Look upon these cards. They represent the courses of your life. You alone know best how they flowed. Arrange them to fit what you remember. Does everything appear to be in order? Good. Welcome to the Beyond. I am Barath. One half, anyway.
She points a finger in the direction of the dwarf who led you here. Though the movement is slight, her gauntlet squeaks like a rusty hinge. The dwarf's rictus returns as he nods in the woman's direction.
Tell me, do you remember when we last met?
She places a card on the table showing a tall tower. The gods' constellations are arrayed around it in the sky. You remember now. The Hall of Stars in Twin Elms, where you spoke with the gods.
You came to that tower seeking our aid. You prayed for help in reaching Theos, beyond the Court of Penitence, but would not pledge yourself to me. Still, a pledge unmade stands fairer in this court than a pledge broken.
She places a card in the middle of the arrangement. A bell tower with no bell. Her fingertips slowly drag away from the card, faintly creaking as they retreat across the table.
You had need of the gods once before. Now it seems we have need of you. The being that occupied Otnua's statue beneath your castle was the dead god, Aothus. Of this, we are certain. What we do not know is what his intentions are. Though Aothus stole a large fragment of your soul, you were strong enough to survive the onslaught and enter the in-between. You and he are still connected. He has chosen a body made of living Audra, perfused with the power of thousands of souls, including yours. It should be little difficulty for an experienced watcher to find him. No, but neither is your body truly alive. Your lungs draw breath, your heart pumps blood, but your flesh is as soulless as a hollowborn. That is, until I return you.
She delicately places a card upright on the table. The art depicts souls flowing out of a pillar of Audra.
Good. Before you return to Aora as my herald, you must remember who you were, the last whisper of life in death.
For a moment, the sockets of her eyes darken, leaving the pits of a death's head gazing out at you.
When you can picture your own face, the Beyond will lead you back to your own kind, to the world of mortals.
Alright guys, so that custom legacy I made with my basic knowledge of Pillars at 1. Basically, what I chose there was I did the Ader, Eloth and Pelagina classes, or quests rather, because I do plan on using at least Eloth and Pelagina, and you have to use Ader in the beginning. My only problem here is what class do I pick? I just can't decide. See, that's not a whole lot of abilities there. And we're gonna get a paladin later. Maybe a rogue. If I was gonna be a rogue, though, I'd pick Orlin. Maybe a Sypha. Maybe a priest. Maybe a damage priest. Priest of Bareth. To any in the area? That's everybody, huh? Some Paladin Knight incarnate, Usher incarnate. God, I love the Bleakwalker's Paladin, Flames of Devotion. I feel like that'd be good multi-class. But, so it's between Cypher. So we're not going with the death, godlike. Spiritual weapons kind of badass though. Magrin Priest looks pretty awesome as well. Magrin's Might. Got a cipher. Just don't know. I wish I knew what Soul Lit did. See, I feel like Beguiler's just like good with multi-classing. So there's the Soul Blade. This guy focuses on shred attacks. So we get anti-pathetic field, soul shock, that kind of stuff. Soul ignition. Let's say you're a priest. You're a priest of Whale. Priest of Skane has a stiletto and club. What is Eos? Flail. Bareth. This Salvation Time. I just feel like with my other guys, there won't be a whole lot of support. Let's see. It's either Cypher or Priest. Oh! If I want to go with Cypher later, I can. I'm going to go with Bareth Priest. Because I just think it fits well. And next. So what do I have? I have rot. Touch of rot. Where's insightful? +5 perception. So I'm gonna go. Ooh, I think I might go Holy Power. And I'm gonna go Restore. Let's see. Get some might, some dex. Old Valia for another intellect. Go with the slave. Go pistol and great sword. He's gonna be a priest. We'll start him off with black. Gold, primary, secondary. Head. And keep him at that. I can become very priest-like, right? Oh. About the same. Oh, yeah, that's very priest-like.
Finish them!
And go with the priest. So I started this game out as a priest, and I wasn't liking it. I think that's just how I was playing it. But now I'm going to be a little bit more cautious. I'm going to come in a little bit more armored until it gets more party members. But, about to sneeze.
Go forth now, Watcher, as my herald. Know that I do not give you this title lightly. When the time comes, you will have the power to reveal the souls that cling to you. To open the gateway from the in-between to the waking world. Find Aethys. Learn his plans. When I have cause to talk to you, I will summon you.
With a quick gesture of her hand, you feel a sharp pain in what would be your chest. The pain continues, intruding deeper into your soul. Looking down, you see a small lump of darkness roiling within you. The darkness lingers there, but the pain abates and fades entirely within the span of a few seconds.
A chime. Do not fear, Herald. It will not harm you unless you choose to cross me. I trust it will not come to that.
Her gauntleted hand gestures to the dwarf, hovering nearby. The dwarf nods, contorts his face with his odd smile, and gestures to a new door.
I think as a priest of Barroth, I would get a little bit more trust around here. What time is it? 10:13?
The return to your body feels like waking after a fitful drunken sleep. The rocking of the ship sends pain jolting through your limbs. Crashing waves hammer inside your skull. Adair watches over your body with a glazed look, taking long, even tokes from his pipe. At the first movement of your chest, he starts. His gasp, mid-puff, sends him coughing and straining for breath.
No, there's no way. You're awake. What are you doing awake? How are you feeling? Me? You don't remember?
Adair points at his face, which he seems to be arranging into his most recognizable expression. Receiving no response, he shrugs.
I'm the captain of this boat, and I was real big back in Deerwood. Had this keep called Cadnua. I was famous, and I was what you'd call a watcher. I'd go around talking to dead folks and creeping out just about everyone who saw.
He holds up his hands with fingers curled to mimic claws.
You're just some farmer. Likes to follow me around. Take most of the beating for me when we get attacked. Don't worry, it'll all come back. Well, maybe it was you who was going around being a creepy watcher. I get mixed up easily. But that fortress was mine, I remember that. Anyway, you didn't answer my question. How you feeling? Alive's a big improvement.
I hate to cast a pall over your recovery, but I'm afraid I have some bad news for you.
The voice echoes from inside the bust. The remains of the steward of Cadnua.
Cadnua has been destroyed. Aethus possessed the statue of Maros Nua and rose from the ground, consuming the souls of all nearby. It is only by the exceptional strength of your soul that you survived. And even then, just barely. The further Aethus withdrew, the weaker you became. We chartered this ship and followed him to the Deadfire Archipelago. I know not how, but it seems he has retained a piece of your soul, and proximity to it has brought you back.
Misfortune's brewing topside. Magrance fires the captain stirs.
An older man with ale-sour breath rubs his bloodshot eyes and stares at you.
Engrim, the smell of drink on your breath could wake the very dead. Now what's this about?
Pirates. They're demanding parley with you, Captain.
I know this is asking a lot, but you better arm yourself and get on deck. Should be some gear in there.
Oh, sorry. He indicates to this wardrobe.
All right, now make some use of it.
The pirate... Fire are notorious. I suggest you deal with them quickly.
So we're gonna go with the pistol first. And, we're gonna be mostly in the back as a healer. Every once in a while.
Well, what have we here? A little sloop?
Lost and alone in the storm? I'll be taking your ship now, if you don't mind. And especially if you do.
Well, at least he asked.
I am a gentleman of fortune. Give her up easy, and I'll see you get a swift death. It'll be bloody and agonizing, sure. But at least it'll be quick.
And then he's going to wear his breeches on his head and dance for us? Did I hear that right?
Aye, but the breeches are gonna be stitched from your skin. You got a smart mouth on ya. Careful. That'll get you killed faster than any blade. Listen up, mates. I'm off to spear me a bigger fish. One with sharper teeth like. I'm trusting you lot not to cock this up. Don't damage the sloop when you take it. Play with the crew if you'd like, but don't bring me any prisoners. None that are alive.
You had Benwick! After him!
Defend the ship!
I thought Adar got hurt.
Storm's picking up! Take cover!
It's a relief to see you awake, my lord. I worried you were in for another long sleep. We must have come too close to shore during the storm. The Defiance ran aground. Those of the crew that weren't lost in the fighting or the storm were flung from the deck. I do sense a few survivors close by. The rest... you could give them guidance, but they are beyond any other help. That is, assuming this experience has not diminished your abilities as a Watcher. If you can see the souls of our dead and speak to them, it would be a great comfort. Patching the hull is only the start. You're going to need help getting the Defiant out to sea again. And a crew, for that matter. Whatever your aims, I'd say you have a better chance of accomplishing them with some assistance. Let's look for survivors first. Supplies after that. For now, I'd say your best bet is to find some sign of civilization. If nothing else, we may be able to hire on a shipwright. My lord, if it is not too taxing, could you explain how it came to pass that you were returned to us? That isn't much of a choice, but castle or no castle, you are still my lord, and I will aid you to the best of my ability.
Help! Somebody! Perco! Blanca!
I shall make it so. As you like.
You're looking better, Casita. That, or I'm worse off than I thought. It's my leg, Matico. It hurts even worse than it looks. I was a stubborn Postenaga. I was trying to fasten this mess down when we struck shore. Barrel rolled right over my leg. Everything we've been through, and I'm nearly done in by a cask of rum. Funny thing, it's hard to see much from the underside of the barrel.
Where's Adara?
As you like. I shall make it so. Let us end. Finish them. As you like.
What? Oh my god, let me... Looking at pillars. We're not gonna dare now? Oh my god. Let me load it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Well, what have we here? I'll be... I give her up easy, and I'll see you...
Then he's...
Alright, you got... Listen, I'm off to play with the...
You had Benwick! After him!
Defend the ship!
There we go. So there, I submitted for that one.
Storm's picking up! Take cover!
So stupid. Alright. See, that's how it's supposed to be with the dare right there.
You've been getting a lot of sleep so far on this trip. I'd have woke you, but you look so peaceful with your face in the sand. If you're worried about the ship, you can stop worrying. It's wrecked right over there. So far, it's just you and me and the chair lady over there.
It's a relief to see you awake, my lord. I worried you were in for another long sleep.
Don't know, but it's real pretty.
Difficult to say for certain. The Deadfire is spotted with islands, some quite small. The good news is that if the storm hasn't spun us round entirely, I'd say we're in charted waters. I believe the Valian Trading Company operates in the region. Hence that little visit from that wretched pirate captain.
I'd shout for Aethys, but I'm worried he'd hear me and come over. I'd shout for Aethys, but I'm worried he'd hear me and come over.
I'm afraid I won't be much assistance in that regard. And not to doubt Master Adair's capacity, but even he would need supplies.
That's true. Steak, especially.
Patching the hull is only the start. You're going to need help getting the Defiant out to sea again. And a crew, for that matter.
Let's see about the other survivors. And somehow we gotta get the ship repaired. I don't want to be paddling out of here on a salvage raft.
For now, I'd say your best bet is to find some sign of civilization. If nothing else, we may be able to hire on a shipwright. My lord, if it is not too taxing, could you explain how it came to pass that you were returned to us?
These gods. You make one deal with them to stop a madman, and the next thing you know, they're threatening your soul.
That isn't much of a choice. But castle or no castle, you are still my lord, and I will aid you to the best of my ability.
Well, I suppose we better get a move on.
This is how it's supposed to be. Alright. A fighter, a rogue, or a swashbuckler, which is a fighter and a rogue. Let's go fighter. I need some tankiness in the beginning. There we go. Let's see. Now we're off.
I shall make it so.
Help! Somebody! Blanca!
Why is it doing that? really doesn't like it when it's on left alt.
I shall make it so. As you like.
Yeah?
Certainly.
You're looking better, Casita. That, or I'm worse off than I thought. It's my leg, Matico. It hurts even worse than it looks. Funny thing, it's hard to see much from the underside of the barrel. I was a stubborn Postanaga. I was trying to fasten this mess down when we struck shore. Barrel rolled right over my leg. Everything we've been through, and I'm nearly done in by a cask of rum. I wasn't planning on going for a run, Casita. It still hurts, but I can manage from here. Agrasima. Have you found any of the others yet? I'll start a fire. If any of the others are out there, hopefully they'll see it and turn up.
It doesn't like passionate either. Likes rational and stoic. Alright. So I just need to avoid being cruel or too passionate.
So.
I hope the rest of those sodden kids made it.
Hey, fancy seeing you here. I can't see much of anything really, apart from you. Just endless gray. What happened? Storm? That's strange. You'd think a man would recall a storm. It's like someone cut away a part of my memory. There's just this big black hole. It's weird. I thought death would be different. Big light and so on. But I don't see anything at all. Just you. Oh. Suppose that sounds nice enough. I'll follow you then, shall I?
Still seeing ghosts, huh? I suppose you're stuck with that.
Zooey. Zooey.
Trouble. Certainly.
Mind the boars, Watcher. I can't hold them back.
There's nothing for miles.
You sure?
I shall lead us.
Missed.
Yes.
Yeah?
It is good to see you well, Watcher. I believe the boars were hoping for easy meat. The bosun, Beedle, is in that cave over there. Ran in after a boar. Stubborn old dwarf. I will make for the campfire. I must get this pistol cleaned if it's going to be of any use. Be careful in there, Captain.
I shall.
I guess we're not the first to head this way.
I shall make it so.
Oh, come on, dude. Really?
Keep it down. Indeed. Hmm? Very well. Certainly. Yes.
I hope nobody saw that.
Word and run.
I shall.
Let's see, I'm gonna... What controls? What's F? Non-combat fast mode. I'm gonna use... No, just dead instantly. I guess that works.
Indeed. As you... Yes, to whispers and shadows.
Hmm?
I shall. I shall make it so. Oh, indeed.
No.
Indeed. Sharp eyes and keen ears. Very well.
Hey.
Certainly. Yes.
I don't see why not.
Let us end this! Finish them! Oh, indeed. As you like. I shall. Let us end this!
Oh, easy deal.
So, as you... I shall... So... It shall open to me.
Well, that's not nice.
I was just trying to reload.
Well, don't see why not.
Oh?
Oh my god, really?
Certainly.
That's great.
As you like. Oh?
Alright.
I shall. Silence around me. Very well. Try something else. Let's end this. I shall. So, indeed.
this Path of the Damned? Yeah, it's Path of the Damned.
Of course.
Damned pirates! Andra, take your scabrous souls for fish food.
Bayadol! Still alive and calling everybody scabrous, I see. Well, now we got a bosun. Just need a boat.
Adair! And I see that corpse we've been carting around is looking a slight more sprightly. Good to see the two of you, but mind your step. I've got myself in a spot of trouble. Been trying to find a way past without losing a leg or getting a face full of poison. Well, if you're certain. It's just bats and stinking corpses in this cave. You find anyone else? Then I'll head that way myself. See you on the beach, Captain.
Sharp eyes.
Would you look at that? Could be a fight.
Sir. Let us end this.
Oh, come on!
Finish them.
Better.
Oh, indeed.
Better than that.
Word and wrong.
Better than that.
Yes.
Oh man, my guy can't hit anyone.
What's a metal killing machine doing out here by himself in a cave anyway? Collecting his thoughts? Well, that's gonna be hard. That R looks about as good as it smells at this point.
As you like.
Oh, you shouldn't have. Hmm?
Oh? I shall.
I'm gonna try to level up.
Hey, watch out.
Let us end it. Finish them! Indeed. Very well.
Told him not to bring that thing in there. Didn't like the look of it one bit. But no one daren't speak poor of his precious animancy tech. Special gift from his contact, he says. Now it's acting all weird. Gives me the damn creeps. You feel it too, right? Like it's looking straight through you? Came out here to get away. Couldn't stand it staring at me anymore. Then... Oh, my memory's fuzzy. Anyway, you want a Benwith's? Haven't seen you for, but he's been bringing all sort of new folks on lately. Can't hardly keep track. I think I remember something about a boat. Yeah, and some screaming. Look, maybe we should stick together. Feels right, you know? Well, with you being the only other thing around and all. I can give you a hand with, spirity stuff. I tell you, mate, I'd take anything over this endless grey. Even Remagon's frosty ass crack.
Really? No level up? I'll come back for the chests and traps.
What a mess. We'll be needing help getting the Defiant off the ground. Not much chance of us moving the ship on our own, but we're in charted waters. There's bound to be a town nearby. We got turned around in that storm. Hard to be sure just where we are.
I shall make it so.
Spy! Magran, here! My flame burns yet! Is that ye? You woke just in time for the fun. Fighting off motherless raiders one moment, flung into the freezing depths of Ondra's bosom the next. Aye. Magran learns us poor bastards that a little excitement's good for the heart. Some others might think that blasphemy. But when Magran hears it, Captain, oh, she knows you're filled with a fire.
Can we go back on the ship now?
That's unkind. You're the one decided to pluck this wean from the wilds of Aer Glanfith. Blame that stone steward of yours for bringing the furry maid along.
Uncle Engram, you promised me ale.
Later, sweetie. Uncle Engram's thirsty too.
There we go.
Oh, very nice.
Alright, here we go. Head back into the cave and
Yeah? Take a gander over there. Keeping an eye out. Keep it down. I got it. Can you see that?
Silence around me.
Awesome, good to help those people out. Let's see. It doesn't make me passionate, does it? Alright. Come back to that burial site. That's kind of scary.
Better see what that crowd's about.
What if the giant comes this way?
Please, everyone stay calm. Please, everyone remain calm. I assure you I will do everything in my power to get you the answers you need. Our friends among the Huana
have offered you hospitality and safety from the storms.
Yes, yes. I think we are all keenly aware of the debt of gratitude we owe to the...
I have personally seen to the safety of your homes. Now you will do the same for our families.
What about our families?
What about the ships? How are we supposed to feed ourselves? If everyone would...
It's one of the pirates.
Everyone stay calm. I think it's clear our guest is nothing of the sort. Two of my guards reported a ship flying Deerwood colors, fallen prey to a private vessel. That would be your ship, I assume.
That would make him lucky. Your own vessels do not usually fare so well.
Quite. Per Complanca, everyone, forgive me. I believe this matter requires my attention. You have my word that I will keep you apprised of any changes. Especially you, Mr. Ikawa.
Do not flatter me with Valian titles. You are distracted with your newcomer and wish me gone. But I will not go far, Governor Clario.
Geralde. As for you, stranger, let us speak at my estate. We'll discuss your predicament.
I am for friendlier fires. If you would speak, seek me out in our village.
What marvelous carvings!
Oh, yes. This one is many centuries old. Blessed by Ngati herself.
Magnificent!
Ah, yes, there you are. As governor and under the auspices of the Valian Trading Company, please allow me to officially welcome you to Port Marche. Quite the event, receiving one of the godlike in our little town. Perhaps it will take the people's minds off recent events. Apologies for that little drama outside. These are confusing times, and people often react poorly to uncertainty. Between the storm, the pirates, and the, well, certain strange events, we are all a little on edge. A few, well, quite a few people here in Port Marche claim to have seen a giant of some kind during the storm. I would call it a flight of fancy, but unless something has tainted every well in the region, I do not think it can be ignored. But then, the Deadfire is a land full of such things. You must have heard the stories. You'll find good company among the Dawn Stars here in town. They have all manner of theories concerning the behemoth. Now, to the matter of your ship. You're stranded, are you? It was a rough landing by all reports. Unfortunately, our own ships are in no condition to sail. We've had dealings with the pirates ourselves. They've taken their share of supply ships. The storm saw to those berthed in the harbor. All that said, I believe I may have a solution, provided you're willing to help me in turn. Caed Nua. A dear wooden castle, is it? An interesting proposal, to be sure, but I'm afraid the matter at hand is rather urgent. I have the guards on the lookout for pirate vessels looking to take advantage of whatever damage the storm caused. We've cannons enough to see them off, but I need every man ready to use them. There is a site of some considerable value elsewhere on the island. A value to the trading company, you understand. In point of fact, it's the very reason any of us are here. You're familiar with the luminous Adra trade? It's also quite valuable. When refined, it sells for considerable sums. The trading company has invested a lot of time and money into locating sites suitable for mining and processing. We sought to improve the refinement process. To that end, we hired some of the brightest minds in the field of animancy and brought them out here to lend their expertise. And then one evening, a storm rolls in out of nowhere, and my scouts begin to report that a giant has marched its way across the island towards my dig site. What am I to make of that? We haven't heard from Mestre Odorisi since, nor any of his assistants, or the workers. I must know what has happened. If Odorisi, if his work is lost, then everything that we have worked for is at risk. Which is where you come in. You need a ship, I need information. See to this for me, and I'll set half the town to work. We'll patch up your ship, and you'll be free to go on your way. Gilad, then we are agreed. I will assign men to keep watch over your ship. You will find the dig site on the eastern side of the island. I'll mark it on your map here. One more thing. If you should recover Odorisi's notes, know that they would be of great value to me.
As you like.
Ado, we have supplies here for the paying customer. Provisions for the road, perhaps? Have a look.
I shall make it so.
We have supplies here. Have a look.
As you like.
Fresh fish!
As you like.
Nothing without more guards.
Ado, stranger. Or is it captain? You have the carriage of a captain. A noble bearing all around. Apretta, you must free me. I am a creature of the sea. I am not meant for this dark place. I will dry and wither like a landed fish. Do I know ships? He asks. I know every vessel on these waters, every one. From the galleon to the... every one of them, sir. You have enemies? These fists will drive them into the waiting arms of the sea goddess. You see how fate has brought us together? The ice-hearted guard, she has set my fine at 400 pyres. I have... none. I flounder here until the debt is paid. A prayer, Mestre, to thaw the commander's heart? A joke, a joke. The gods themselves could not move her. A matter of coin. 400 beautiful coins. That or the key, yes? The door is the thing. The commander, she guards the keys like a jealous wife. It would take steady hands to slip it from her pocket. That is, if you have need of keys at all. You think me idle to ask this of you and do nothing? I have scratched, sir, a little mortar from beneath the bars at the window at every chance. The stonework, it is very strong. I can do nothing by hand. With tools, perhaps. With explosives, for certain. Norgund, in the Kraken's Eye, he carries many such useful items. All for legitimate use, of course. Animancers, they love explosives. I did no one any harm. I am at the Kraken's Eye so often Thorol should pay me. I sample every bottle for quality. My loyalty has given him heirs. I would have paid what I owed in time, had I the coin.
You walked out on a tab, Ruggieri. Nothing to boast of. And then you crawled up to the governor's estate, pissed on the steps, and resisted arrest.
Merla, I do not remember that at all. Right on the steps? I am sorry for the last. I tell you, Xavier, I cannot help my magnificent reflexes. You were being very grabby.
Yes? What is it I can do for you? Eccoci. Why should I do that? To show my appreciation for his aim? Ruggieri is a drunk and a fool. Do not trouble yourself on his behalf. Something you wanted? We are stretched thin. The Storm Speaker did much to help, but much of the town has flooded. Now we are awash in homeless citizens and stranded merchants, to say nothing of the cultists out there. Now I have Ilari's people making trouble up on Gorechi Street. His little gang is looting everything they can get their hands on, and the Bozzo kicks up his heels like a prince.
Lucky for you that I'm around. I, humbly offer my services. Let me out and I will bring you this Ilari's teeth.
Shut it, Ruggieri. Kue, I cannot say it would not be welcome, but you are only recently arrived, and not I here by choice. Why do this? I wish more felt as you do. I might get a full night's rest. Gorechi Street is in the western part of town. Just walk until you hit water. We don't need a bloodbath. I'm sure there's a peaceful solution to resolve this. I'd appreciate your looking for it.
Nope. Alright guys, I'm going to call the episode here. I'm going to take a shower and break, and we will catch you later. Alright, bye.